Hello and welcome to Phakaaathi TV. I'm your host, Khaya Ndubane. With me in the studio, as usual, I have Tshepo Ntsoelengoe, our resident analyst. It was a weekend of upsets in the ABSA Premiership. I have Tshepo who's going to tell us more about these upsets. Tshepo, let's start with the Paris game, having beaten Stellenbosch FC the previous weekend, and then now they're meeting in the league, and then Paris came short.
Sure, Baki, and thanks for welcoming me to the show once again, as always. It was a very tight game, I think, and it was expected, for Stellenbosch to raise their game this time around, and especially the fact that they were playing at home. I mean, yes, Paris won in the Telkom knockout, but that victory didn't come very easy for them. Stellenbosch, I think, they made it very difficult for them, to win the match. I mean, Temiko Siloj, scoring that one goal in the, I think, the last 10 minutes of the match, or rather 5 minutes of a match. So it was expected to be very tough, and they showed Stellenbosch that they are a very tough side. And I mean, it was a clumsy mistake from Alfred Ntenga. And, for a player of his caliber, it wasn't expected. I mean, as an experienced player, having played so many years in the PSL, you should know that you don't play such balls, you don't play cross balls, and especially the striker like Igram Reynolds, like that in front of him, he was always going to capitalize, and he did that. And it was kudos to Stellenbosch. I think they did very well. They defended very well during that game, and it was unfortunate that Paris, couldn't score, because I think they created a lot of chances. Yes, Paris play, good football, but can they create chances? But we just can't seem to score. I just think, luck is still not on their side, and Coach Rhulani and Benni after the game wasn't well. I mean, he couldn't even, speak. It was unfortunate for him, because he sees that the team plays very well, but we just can't seem to score goals.
Talking about Rhulani, the calls, one of those calls came from the former sports minister, Fikile Mbalula, saying that it's time for him to step down. What are your thoughts on those calls?
But I mean, I think it's expected, anywhere in the world, when a coach, doesn't really do well, and the team keeps on losing games and doesn't really, register maximum points that they require, and losing to, PSL rookies like Stellenbosch like that, it was always going to be the case that, they're going to want to chop his head, the fans are going to want that. But, after the game, Rhulani told reporters that, he expected it to be this way. He didn't really expect it to be easy for him, he just started this coaching role, being the head coach. He's been an assistant, at Sundowns and at Platinum Stars coaching development sides. So this is huge for him. But he knows that it wasn't going to be easy, and he made he made this situation, he familiarized it with the likes of Jurgen Klopp. When he started, your Pep Guardiola, your Jose Mourinho. He said it wasn't easy for them when they started. But when you look at what they have done, I mean, like for example, Jurgen Klopp, when he started Liverpool, he wasn't doing very well. But look at Liverpool right now. We are one of the top teams, Manchester City, Pep Guardiola, So he's saying that, he knows that it's not going to be easy, but as time goes on, it's going to be okay. So I don't think it's really wise, for the cost for him to be to be let go of the Paris head coaching role should be done. I think he should stay on.
Talk about coaches that are under fire down in Cape Town. We have Benni McCarthy. His team lost at home against Maritzburg, and he's also under pressure, and there are rumors that he might also be sacked.
Certainly so, Braki. I mean, he hasn't done very well, in the last couple of games in the league, and it's very, becoming a very big problem. And I mean, even got knocked out of a Telkom knockout, and but again, you have to look at the last 2 seasons he's been at Cape Town City. I think he has done very well with the club, but again, I think right now he's under pressure to deliver. But I mean, it's the same as Paris. Cape Town City, I think they play very good football. It's just a matter of fact, they're not getting the results that they desire. It's just unfortunate, and I think it's going to be very difficult, and he might get the job soon. I really see it that way. I think he might leave the team.
Okay, so I believe that Benni could be already packing his bags, ready to leave Cape Town, perhaps heading to Parktown or Orlando. We don't know. We never know. Yeah. Let's talk about the biggest game of the weekend, the Chiefs Sundowns game. Firstly, did it live up to expectations, and your thoughts on what happened on the day?
It did, Breki. I mean, like, absolutely. I mean, you even saw, just before the game, I mean, there was a 15 minutes delay, because, it was a sold out affair. The fans came very late at the stadium, but, I think it was expected. I mean, it was at Lufthansa, right? I mean, it's not the FNB stadium where, like, there's a huge capacity. Some fans made it late to the stadium, and, it was always going to be an entertaining affair. I think it was very entertaining, and as I said before, Coach Peter Musimane and Coach Ernest Medento, we like looking heads against each other, and in the field, the players really did well. I think our Chiefs on the day kept their light on their chances. There are calls that the first Chiefs goal was on the outside, but having looked at the replay and all of that, Posse, it doesn't really seem to be offside, but again, I mean, on the day the referee made his decision that it's a clear goal. I mean, we don't have VAR in the PSL, so the referee made his decision. It's a clear goal, and I think Chiefs did very well. And I mean, I really didn't expect Peter Musimane to be lenient or after in the post-match interview, because he did say that was not a goal. So I mean, back-to-back losses to Kaizer Chiefs. Yes, Charles Cup was a friendly, but I mean, losing to Chiefs back-to-back matches, it doesn't really sit well with him. So, but I think again, it was a game, whereby Chiefs, played very well on the day, and I think they deserved the victory.
Someone I believe that the Chiefs did deserve the victory against Sundowns. Did you watch the game? Was it an offside? Was it not an offside? Of course, you can have your opinion on our social media platforms. On Twitter, we're at Phakaaathi, Facebook Phakaaathi. Until next time, enjoy the beautiful game.